Now listen here on the Unbought and Unbossed Show with Devontae Goins. He's here to skip past all the drama by reporting on news stories that are relevant to Black America without all the hyped up false context that drives ratings. Our news deserves special attention, and Devontae intends on giving it that attention right here on this show. Right now, this is the Unbought and Unbossed Show with Devontae Goins.
Tell us a little bit about your feelings for what's been going on here over the weekend.
Well, clearly there's a lot of pain, a lot of anger, a lot of frustration in our community and around the country because of violence involving law enforcement. And I was inspired today. I walked with the protesters and been in a couple of different protests this weekend and today. Being out here for this prayer for peace and to end racism. The time for talking is over. It is time to take actionable steps to root out racism and discrimination wherever we find it. And in order to do that, we have to start with our interactions with police.
So what were your thoughts over the weekend when you found out that a sitting U.S. Congresswoman was basically assaulted, in a sense, with pepper spray just by being in the midst?
So what I did, I saw lots of pictures, videos, and things shared with me from Saturday, and I called the chief first thing Sunday morning, and I said, Chief, this is not meeting my or the community's expectations. We need to change. There's a big difference between peaceful protesters and this violent criminal element, a very, very small minority that's trying to, in essence, hijack this movement to loot, to burn down buildings, to throw things at our officers. Overwhelming majority of the people I marched with today, that I marched with this weekend, peaceful protesters that want change. They seek justice. And dissent is the greatest form of patriotism. Protest is as American, big of American value as there's ever been. And so what we need to do is treat peaceful protesters very differently and engage them very differently than this small criminal element. And I think we have seen some changes in the way that the division has engaged our peaceful protesters and really focus on going after that criminal element after the curfew.
So what's next to bridge the divide between the politicians and the Black community around Columbus?
I think it is continuing to show up and fight for justice, call out racism and discrimination, that when we see it, own the remedy and the change that we seek. People are done talking. They want action. And so implementing the recommendations of the Community Safety Advisory Commission's report, the Matrix report, the other things that we know we need to change to make sure that our police is interacting with our community and meeting their expectations.
So one last question. Do you agree with the protesters' motto of by any means necessary?
You know, what we're going to continue to work for is justice. And the way that I believe that we can reach and seek justice is through peaceful means. That is what has made this country great throughout the years, is peaceful protest and engagement and creating a movement. And I think you're seeing that movement around the country, and change will come. And either the government will respond to this demand or those in government will be replaced.
All right, one follow-up question about the president and his, basically his order yesterday. What are your thoughts on that, and how does it affect Columbus?
The president has no impact on our quality of life in Columbus. The problems that we have, the challenges that we have are ours. And we need to raise our arms together, working together to deal with the issues and problems we have. I'm not going to waste any time talking about the president.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching the Unbought and Unbossed Show. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, what's holding you back from smashing the subscribe button? Don't forget to hit the bell to get notified every time we post a new episode. Devontae will be back here every single weekday, breaking down the most important news stories to Black America. We'd love for you to share this episode with your friends and family. And remember, Black America, to keep it real because your conscience depends on it.